Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Daniel here, and in today's video we are going to be wrapping the roof and side view mirrors of my 2016 Mustang. So I'm going to take you guys step by step on what exactly you need to do. It's going to be pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but it's probably going to be time consuming. So not only do we have the roof, we have the antenna, and we're going to take these mirrors off so we can install it on there too. So here's a little before of what the car looks like right now.
And as you can see, this is really just your base model 2016 Mustang.
All right, and first thing we gotta do is take off the antenna. What we're gonna need for that is a 10mm socket, and you're just gonna take off the headliner.
We're not taking it off all the way, but we're removing these covers on the back. There's two of them, one on each side. Once you get them off, pull the headliner down, and you're gonna see this 10mm bolt that you're gonna have to take off.
So I literally just had like the worst luck. I was taking off the bolt and it just sheared right off. Like, I went at it like 2 times and it was done for. So I guess we're gonna go into plan B,
Which was to just wrap the roof without the antenna on, which honestly should be fine.
So although we sheared off the bolt, it's still able to come right off. So we're just gonna pull it through, take it right off. All right guys, so next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna use a little bit of water with soap. I'm just using some car wash soap. You're also gonna get your clay bar, spray it on there, clean everything as good as you can. Try and get all like the dirt, grime, and just get everything on the roof, the antenna and the side view mirrors, get everything cleaned up. That's gonna be our next step. Alright guys, so basically the way this clay bar works is you spray it down with the soap and water, put this on there, and you just kind of go back and forth in one motion, and you keep going until it feels just smooth. Like, it'll feel really smooth. You'll feel it. You'll feel the bumps and stuff from all the dirt, but just keep going until it feels nice and smooth. And yeah, you're basically gonna do that for the entire roof and windows. But as you can kind of see there, it is picking up some dirt and stuff. So yeah.
And yes guys, for this part you are going to have to go through all of the roof, as well as the side view mirrors and anywhere else you're really putting your wrap, because you have to really decontaminate it as good as you can.
All right guys, so I kind of took a little break because I had to go get my hair cut, kind of tell. But anyways, when I was taking out the antenna, the bolt head sheared off, and so what I had to do, and it's not that bad, it was a quick fix kind of, but basically guys, all I did was I grabbed my Dremel, use this tool with this attachment, and basically I kind of drilled in a flathead screw type thing onto the thing, onto the bolt, onto what's left of the bolt, and then I'm just using a little flathead to unscrew it. It worked really well. Next thing I'm gonna have to do is go to Lowe's or Home Depot and pick up, basically I think it's a 10mm head by 8mm length screw, but it'll be a quick fix, nothing too big to worry about. Kind of sucked, but it is what it is. Anyways, next thing we're gonna do on the wrap is I have this thing now filled up with isopropyl alcohol, and basically I'm gonna spray everything down again and slowly wipe it off and make sure this is like the last cleaning before we start to put the wrap on. So yeah, let's get to that.
And I also recommend here that you turn off any fan or anything that's causing too much movement of air, so you don't have any extra dust that goes all over.
All right, so now that everything's cleaned and prepped, next thing I want to do is go ahead and put the knifeless tape on. This is just gonna go right here, all across here, and on both sides. I am personally gonna try and get it as close to this edge, the outer edge, as possible, so I can have my wrap be as close as possible. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now.
And I'm not gonna lie, here the kind of hard part is just getting the tape on there straight. You know, just take your time, try to get it as straight as possible.
Get back. All right, guys, so for the next part, I highly recommend having a helper. My brother's gonna help me out, but basically you need to measure out the top of the roof so you can get the dimensions. And I have my wrap over there, that package. So yeah, we're gonna measure it and cut it, and then we're gonna start applying it. All right, so about right there. All right. Now go.
Alright guys, and whenever you put it onto the car, try to keep the wrap nice and stretched out. You're also going to remove the front of the wrap and just put it on the windshield. And then yeah, you're going to remove the rest of it, then try to keep it as stretched out as possible still, that way it can kind of fall on there pretty nice. And you might have to do what we did and just kind of keep attempting it.
Alright guys, from here, when you're squeegeeing, start in the middle, squeegee outwards. Out. This way, that way. Do not squeegee inwards because all the bubbles are going to be in there and you're not going to like the way it looks. If you have too many creases, pull up on the wrap and pull it out to get them out.
You can also use heat to try and undo the wrinkles, but it's kind of hard. I tried it and still kind of had some wrinkles here and there, but overall it's not too bad. It just takes some practice. And then for the edges, I actually do recommend using the heat gun and then using the squeegee to get it like right in there and tucked in.
Alright guys, so it's not perfect, but I have it on there. It's all squeegeed up, so now it's going to be time to cut it. I have the knifeless tape that I'm going to use to take off this. I'm also just going to use a sharp knife to cut off this part and the front. So honestly, this knifeless tape, super clean, super good. I put it all the way up to the edge so it could be as close this way as possible. I'm gonna still use the heat gun. I obviously have some creases and stuff here and there. It's not perfect, but you know, it's my first time doing it and it's me, so oh well. I like it so far. All right, now for this part, you wanna grab your knife and you kind of just wanna lay it against the back at an angle and you're just gonna cut across it just like that.
And then here you're going to take off the protective film because you're basically done, and then you're going to apply some heat to let all the adhesive settle and really get in there and stick. And again, I'm using heat and a squeegee on the edges just because I wanted to make sure that they don't lift up and just make sure it's all on there pretty good.
Alright guys, so next thing that we did was we took off this casing for the side view mirrors. All you really do is tug it off, pull it off. There's gonna be two obviously, and we're gonna get those wrapped. Alright guys, so we cut out two pieces for the side view mirrors. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get those pieces, peel them off. We're gonna stick them on here and here. We're gonna heat them up, and then from the inside we're gonna stick the mirror through and try and get it to mold as best as we can without having it mess up.
And again, I definitely recommend having someone help you during this entire project because it is a little difficult, you know, especially if it's your first time. And after you get the wrap on there, just cut off any of the excess and you're done. And yeah, I didn't realize I wasn't in the frame at this point, but after you're done with that, just make sure to pop them back in and you're good to go.
Alright guys, just finished up doing the wrap. Honestly, it came out pretty good. There's a few spots where it's not perfect, but it is what it is. I kind of like it. We're about to take it out and see what it looks like in the sun. But yeah, that was the end of the video. Let me know if you like it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And stay tuned for next video. Peace.